Hear what? I'm receiving some sort of transmission.
Routed through the main system.
Routing.
Looking to take a Disney vacation or cruise? Contact Kristen of MagicalJourneysVacations.com. Magical Journeys is an authorized Disney vacation planner. Kristen will get you the best price available and continue to search for deals until the day you travel, taking the worry out of planning your fantastic vacation. Kristen can help plan your dining reservations and answer any questions you may have. She'll even send you maps from the parks. So contact Kristen of Magical Journeys for your next cruise or Disney vacation, and you'll be supporting WDW Tiki Room. Contact Kristen of Magical Journeys at MagicalJourneysVacations.com and mention Sorcerer Radio. So what are you waiting for? Book today at MagicalJourneysVacations.com.
Wow, that sounds great. I want to go. Well, you can't. Why not? Because we have to stay at our posts and keep rebel scum like him out.
Book today at MagicalJourneysVacations.com.
WDW After Dark, now loading.
WDW After Dark. WDW After Dark. Live and uncensored. Starring Jeff Davis, John Go, Kristen Hetzel, and Eric Allen. WDW After Dark is live and uncensored. Call the hotline at 410-98-WDW-AD and follow us on Facebook at WDW After Dark Webcast and Twitter at WDW After Dark. Headline news, Disney food, video games, Marvel and Star Wars. WDW After Dark, live and uncensored. And now prepare yourself for WDW After Dark.
WDW After Dark, your live and uncensored weekly webcast for adult Disney fans. Welcome to the show. I am John Go, your host, and here with the fellow talking heads of Disney fandom, joined once again by Mr. Jeff Davis. How are you, sir?
Fantastic, John. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. It seems to me like we have a few gremlins in the interwebs tonight. The tubes are getting congested. I don't know what's going on. There's no... There's delays everywhere. People are derezzing everywhere. Well, Kristen's coming in and out. Like,
John, me and you are used to this. We're not used to the whole microphone thing. This is natural for us. Microphone, we're good. We can make this work, right? We're okay.
I hope so. For those of you watching on demand on our YouTube channel, you're going to notice a lot of, little technical hiccups, if you will, a little bit of buffering, perhaps. We're going to try to limit that as much as we can. Going to try to fix a little bit of it in post, but nonetheless, you don't see our faces. You might see our talking icons. That's just the way it's going to have to be today because bandwidth is so screwy today. But we are happy that also joining us this week for our second show of 2015 is our Disney foodie and resident Disney vacation planner from MagicalJourneysVacations.com, Miss Kristen. Hello.
Hello.
Wonderful. I like it. Hello. Plenty of news in regards to Disney food, also Disney parks. Mr. Eric Allen hopefully will be joining us a little bit later, so at least you get the Fantastic Four, which I will tell you, this Fantastic Four group probably better than the Fantastic Four reboot that Fox has planned. I'm just saying. Having said that, yeah, right. Hey, I know my comics, dadgummit, and Fox, that is not how you do comics. I usually don't judge. If you follow the show, Jeff, you know me. I'm pretty open-minded about certain things, but let's not even get into that. So I tell you what we're going to do. Jeff, you want to tease everybody as to what our topics of discussion are for today?
Okay, well, we are going to go over the 15 reasons why Walt Disney World wants you to come join the Walt Disney World vacation right there in Orlando, Florida. D20, I guess it's been maybe about 5 D20 23, the official of all, and assess a little bit progression or the degression.
This is not working out, Jeff.
What's that?
Hey, Jeff, this is not working out because every other word you're getting, I'm getting.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, no.
Man, this is bad.
Okay, so let's try this again. We do have a lot of topics to cover tonight. I was going to have Jeff do it, but yeah, it's going to be a little crazy tonight.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about what Jeff is trying to say. Is we're going to talk about breastfeeding in the parks. We're going to talk about Disney and their 50th anniversary and what you would do if you were planning the 50th anniversary of the Walt Disney World Resort. Kristen has got some Disney foodie news, and one of the major topics of discussion for this evening, breastfeeding in the parks.
I think we need to save that for when we can pull up that photo so people can comment on it from there.
Okay, once again, we're gonna just postpone that topic. Okay, so be it. I don't know if we're ever gonna be able to do this over video. It seems like we're just damned to fail at every turn. But having said that, let's go ahead and launch into some news. Who's up next? Who's up first? Kristen, you want to talk about some of the stuff going on? Yes?
Sure.
Okay, I tell you what, let's do this. Okay, hold on. Time now for Disney headline news. We're going to kick things off with the Disney foodie. Kristen, what's going on?
Okay, so the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival will be coming up very shortly. You don't have barely more, I guess, maybe 6 weeks before that kicks off. And they have just now announced the Garden Rocks concert series. Now, that might not sound so familiar to you because in the past, it has always been called the Flower Power Concert Series. And many of you might remember that the majority, if not all of the acts, were from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Well, that has changed this year. It is now acts from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. They released the schedule, and the concerts are going to take place at the American Gardens Theater at 5:30, 6:45, 8 o'clock on Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. This is included in the cost of your Epcot admission. And these are the bands. You've got Gin Blossoms. Their big hit was Hey Jealousy. Pablo Cruz, whose hit was Love Will Find a Way. In Vogue, Free Your Mind. Starship.
Whoa,
we built this.
Starship?
Uh-huh.
Hey, Jeff,
Starship.
guess what? Our favorite band, Starship, is performing.
I swear those people, anytime they can perform at Disney, they do. Mm-hmm. It's also the orchestra starring former members of ELO. Song was Evil Woman.
It sounds to me like this series is like starting to take the place of a lot of those Eat to the Beat concert series bands, right?
It does sound like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So, also, Village People. Everybody knows.
Whoa, the Village People?
Village People, yes. That.
Hey, Jeff, it's your favorite band, the Village People.
I know, right?
In the Navy. Oh, no.
They did the Flower Power concert series, though. So they're returning, as well as Starship.
It's a gift that keeps on giving, like Starship.
Yeah.
John Cicada. Just Another Day. The Guess Who? These Eyes. Taylor Dane. Tell It to My Heart.
Yes.
Little River Band. Lady. And returning is Hermit starring Peter Noon. I'm Henry.
Oh.
I Am. So those are big.
Henry the I Am. All right. No, that's good. It's a little bit of a fresher upper, I mean,
I'm glad to see some of the bands that were performing at Eat to the Beat coming in and performing at this, like En Vogue and Gin Blossoms and John Cicada. It's nice to have something that, if you're under the age of 55, you know more than maybe their hit song. Well, last year, Natalie and I went because her mom wanted to go, and I don't remember what the band was. It might have been Hermits. I don't know. But Natalie and I sat there for 3 songs, and we're like, okay, let's go do something else because we don't know any of these songs. So
were they any good?
And the thing is we're not
Jeff.
young anymore.
I was going to say, Chubby Checker's not returning either. So
yeah,
he's not going to be doing the twist or all that, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what, Jeff? How much do you want to bet that Starship is going to try to pull a double-decker appearance and try to get in on the fall series as well? Because 38 Special is going to be there.
I could definitely see Starship double dip if I were them. That's just me though.
Okay, because Boys to Men, they're playing this one, so I'm thinking maybe. What was it? Who played this fall, Kristen? That we saw. We saw the Wilson Phillips. Maybe Wilson Phillips make a return in the fall.
I don't. It's hard to say who's going to do what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, you can't predict this anymore. The only thing you know is that Starship
Special.
Starship will be at both of them. That's the only guarantee, because they're both of them every year. Mm-hmm. That's the only guarantee you have. Other than that, I mean, for all I know, we could see Jen Blossoms again in the fall.
We could see Styx. Yeah.
Right.
Jeff, do you have a favorite to see or want to see? Because I know you try to make it out there to Food and Wine at least every year.
Yeah.
Or every other year. So what's your favorite Disney Food and Wine or, Eat to the Beat / it's not Flower Power Band again, but whatever the hell they're calling it again.
Garden Rock.
Garden Rocks.
Yes, we've now moved. 80s was like the decade of rock in a sense, MTV, VH1. So I would say they're trying to move forward now instead of being Flower Power of the 60s?
50s, 60s, yeah.
We're now
So Jeff, who's your
rock?
So Jeff, who's your favorite? And Kristen, you're gonna go follow after that. Who's your favorite band? Maybe Kristen will go ahead and start. What's your favorite band out of all those Disney bands that you mentioned or that have played?
Jen Blossoms.
Jen Blossoms, yeah.
Yes, yeah. I'm tempted to drive home overnight from Florida just to see Jen Blossoms.
I love the Jen Blossoms. Jeff, how about you? What's your favorite Epcot performing band?
From this list.
Well, maybe from this list, or maybe Eat to the Beat.
Well, no, it can't be Eat to the Beat. It's got to be one from this list.
Okay, Jeff, do you have one?
Did we lose, Jeff?
I don't know. There's Eric.
You did lose me, and I came back in.
Okay, so Jeff's back in. Tag him in. Hot tag, Jeff. You're in the ring. Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite Garden Rocks band? Maybe the Village People, perhaps.
I don't know. If at Food and Wine, it has to be Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray is one of my. Yeah.
Eric Allen has joined us, and while he gets situated, and Jeff just dropped out again. Boy, we're just riddled with issues today. Eric is joining us. I don't know if you heard the list of bands that have or that will be performing at the Garden Rocks / International Flower and Garden Festival, but do you have a particular favorite act that may be performing this year? He's getting situated. That's all right. We're going to move on. Wow. The magic of technology. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So go ahead, Kristen. What else do we have on tap for tonight?
The Epcot Food and Wine Festival dates have been announced for this year, and they will be taking place September 25th through November 16th. So they're adding a week at the end. So it's 53 days again this year, but it's at the end of the festival instead of at the beginning, which I'm really, really liking. It makes me want to postpone my trip, which we can't really do that. But it would be nice to be at the Food and Wine Festival on my birthday. That would be so much fun.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, that's all we know about that. It's just that they've extended the dates, and it's 53 days, September 25th through November 16th. So
okay.
That's that.
Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Any other food news before we try to get Jeff on and maybe continue on with some whatever tidbits he's got?
I do have one last little bit. That is that the Orange County Restaurant Week is returning, and it will be March 1st through the 7th. Some of the restaurants over in Disneyland will be taking part in this, and that includes Steakhouse 55, which is in Disneyland Hotel, Naples Restaurante, Tortilla Joe's, Catal Restaurant, and Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen in downtown Disney will all be taking part in this event as well. For reservations, call 714-781-3463, or you can check out diningatdisney.com, where I'll have all of that information as well. But the menus, you'll get a 3-course for $50, and some of the places will have optional wine pairings. Steakhouse 55 will have one for an additional $35. So
outstanding.
Those out west, there you go. Or if you're taking a trip out west.
I like it. As always, we do appreciate it. I wish I could be out there. In fact, I have a sneaking suspicion that we're going to be out there really soon on the West Coast. Just my guess. But thank you for that food news, Kristen. Once again, you can find her at diningatdisney.com for all the great and latest food news regarding the Disney parks. Good times. Good times. Mr. Jeff Davis, are you back?
Talk, it kicks me off. So I'm almost afraid to talk. I'm serious.
I know, poor Jeff. I know.
I just don't get it. I don't know.
Well, it seems to me like you're doing okay now. So we shall give this a shot. We're going to give it a try. The old college try, if you will. Jeff, you found some interesting tidbits courtesy of the Disney Parks blog and some other tidbits. Why don't you go ahead and give that a shot?
Well, we are going to try and cover the 15 Walt Disney World. Visit them this year. And
okay.
I don't know if I call this the very best of lists, but let's see what they say. The number one that they say is, and Kristen, you would know about this, the Trattoria al Forno at Disney's Boardwalk, they say is the very first reason that you should come and enjoy their... Have you heard anything about that, Kristen?
I've heard it's good. Tony Casanova from Disney by the Numbers and Disney Parks podcast, he went there and sent me some of the photos of the food, and it looks amazing. He said it's really good. So I think next time when Aljon and I are down there, we're going to have dinner there with Tony. So, and considering Tony is Italian, I definitely, and Tony knows good food. I trust his opinion on restaurants. So if he says it's really good, I'm very excited to try it.
I mean, they've started off good. I like food, so I think that's a good topic. And to keep going with food, the second reason they say, an okay reason, I mean, they're really reaching on this here, but they say the Exposition Park food trucks. And we've talked about this before. And those food trucks are over at the downtown Disney area. It's a dedicated outdoor area.
Wait, don't you mean Disney Springs?
Not yet. I'm not... I'm going to say it. Okay. But no,
Jeff is going to hold on to downtown Disney
opportunity
as long as he possibly can.
Let it go, Jeff. Just let it go.
No, I'm not until it is still downtown Disney. But they say that is the second reason as to why you should come and visit the Walt Disney World Resort this year in 2015. Also, this has already happened, but they have a couple of other events throughout the year. Thon weekend that went on during January the 7th through the 11th. They'll have some more during the Food and Wine Festival. They will also have some over at the Hollywood Studios for the Tower of Terror. I believe that's a 10K race that you can enjoy. So that's their number 3 reason for visiting Walt Disney World. Now, this next one I think is a very good reason because a lot of people have been looking for this to come from California and make its way to Orlando, and this Trader Grotto. It is the night spot that is based on the popular themed lounge over at the Disneyland Hotel in Anaheim. It's set to open in the spring, and it's going to offer some tiki cocktails served in souvenir mugs as well. Chris, now, John, I know you're very excited to see this place come to Walt Disney.
Yeah.
I am, and I'm hoping that the souvenir mugs or cups or whatever you want to call them are not the same as the ones over in Disneyland, because I already have three different ones from Disneyland.
You may have some more coming to you in a few days.
I need a whole collection of two different locations. So
let me tell you something. The bar is so amazing. It's such a great hang. The food is great. The drinks are great. The atmosphere is amazing. It seems to me like that is the place to do a WDW After Dark live show. If we are
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, definitely.
and the fact that, you know, we've done meetups and things for D23, and every time we go to Disneyland and the downtown Disneyland area, Kristen and I always have such a good time with our friends there. We want the West Coasters, we want the East Coasters at Walt Disney World, you and Eric, to experience it for yourself and see how cool and magical this the Tiki Lounge is. It's awesome. I love it. Trader Sam's. I can't wait.
Well, I'm definitely on visiting that in October, so I plan on going over there and checking that place out. All right, so let's move on to number 5, and this is where Disney might reach for reasons. This one is the Walt Disney World Pro Soccer Classic. Fans can get their kicks at Walt Disney World's Pro Soccer Classic February event, February the 1st through March the 1st, sports complex. Now, if it were baseball or if it were a major football event or something else, then I could probably see it, you know, making their top 10. But how many fans do we have here? I just don't know why. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys feel differently. I don't know.
Wow.
And
We're losing Jeff. We're losing Jeff big time.
Jeff
I'm so
is being
sorry, Jeff.
de-rezzed.
Oh,
jeez. All of
I don't
that.
understand why that's even on. Yes, I don't know why it's on the list. We are not a country that's all about soccer, so makes no sense.
Makes sense whatsoever.
But all these people that come to the Walt Disney World Resort from other countries, yeah, they are, and I think that's probably who they're capable. Brazil. It's a vast Brazilian conspiracy.
It could be.
I'm with you. I agree with you.
Pretty though. That is, even though, you know, people that, you know, I guess that's why that they're, you know, leaning towards this does not interest me and most of other people as well. So anyway, another reason that on weekend half marathon coming up on February 19th through the 22nd. So that's going to be a big event. Not really weak at home. I don't need Walt Disney World. But they say another reason to come to Walt Disney World this year is because Starbucks is set to open at Disney's Hollywood Studios, opening in February 2015. Come on.
Yes. Okay. So let me just interrupt here, Jeff, and I apologize. This post from the Disney Parks blog is from the social media manager Jennifer Fickley Baker. I understand her job. I totally understand her job. You know, it's to make things appealing for a wide group of people. Okay. So hence you mentioned number 5, the Disney World Pro Soccer Classic. Okay. You've got the big bar with Trader Sam's. You've got the Disney Run people. You've got the food trucks for the foodies.
Right.
But I mean, really, Starbucks to open?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Because I can't get a Starbucks anywhere else in the country.
That's exactly.
Damn straight. For that matter, I mean, seriously, just bad.
Starbucks, a reason to visit Walt Disney World. Jeez.
If
really.
Starbucks is a highlight of your vacation, you really need to get out more.
In their right mind is going to schedule their Walt Disney World vacation simply because there's a new Starbucks opening at the park.
Nobody.
No, not a damn person.
Come on. It's
and for those of you listening and watching the podcast or the webcast, Jeff is not self-editing himself. The internet is just wanting him to fail tonight. So I'm just saying.
Right.
There is no, you know, this is going to be totally unedited. I apologize in advance because the internet is against us. Always has been and always will be hating on us. So
curse you, Bill Gates!
Curse you, Bill Gates. Actually, this is Google's fault.
Excuse me. It's curse you, Al Gore!
You created the internet after all. You created a monster. Okay. Well, Jeff, you're this next one, I believe, is up your alley. Yes?
Number 8, is that the one you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Number 8, it is the 18th consecutive year of this. And Dave's returning for spring training over at the Wide World of Sports Complex. I think it's a reason. I don't think it's a major reason, but I mean, they're there every single year. So you go, yay. Okay, that's decent, I guess. I don't know.
It's something you do while you're there. Is a perk.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what it is. So, yeah, okay. Moving on. So, number 9, for the 22nd time, the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival. But yes, This one is a very big event for Walt Disney World, and they usually have something brand new every single year. In my opinion, definitely a reason to go to Walt.
Yes, agreed.
Okay. We'll all be in agreement on this one.
Number 10.
Star Wars weekends. Yeah. That is a reason to visit Walt Disney World right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
100%. Heck yeah.
Natalie's going to be doing that for the first time, I think, this year.
Oh, she is in for a treat. I'm telling you.
Because the thing is her husband wants to go, and he's not a big Disney guy, but he wants to go. And of course, Spidey is. I mean, he has the big Death Star Lego and all these other Star Wars Lego things. So I mean.
Mr. Natalie wants to go.
Yes. So they have postponed. They were going to go in October, and then they postponed it to March. And then he decided he wants to go to Star Wars weekend, so they have now postponed it till May, which I think might be the longest Natalie hasn't been to Disney, maybe ever.
Well, my question to you is why now? Of all the years Star Wars weekends has been around, why does he want to go now? Because of the movie?
He probably heard that Mark Hamill was down there for the very first time last year and hates that he missed it.
Well, I have no idea that he was a big Star Wars fan. I mean, he and I liked, hard rock metal music from the 80s. We have that in common, but I had no idea that he likes the lightsaber stuff. Maybe he's into it because of his son.
It's not like, he's older than Natalie, so I mean he's really like an 80s guy. So I mean it makes sense that he would be into Star Wars,
Yeah, well, yeah, totally. Well, I'm glad he's decided to join the Force. That's good.
No. We got to have the right quote. It's a quote from Obi-Wan saying, "That's good. You've taken your first step into a larger world."
I was waiting for you to say that.
That's why I thought you wanted me on the show. Hey,
exactly right, Eric. You got it. Okay, You're right though. Great stuff there for Star Wars weekends. And by the way, awesome that they went ahead and announced the dates of Star Wars weekend so early in this press release. Kind of.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
How about that? Okay.
All right. So the next one, and this is another one that I don't have to visit Walt Disney World to do. Tomorrowland debuts in theaters on May the 22nd.
What the hell?
But you know what? It may not be part of the theme parks, but they say, why miss out and just see it at home? Why not go to the AMC Downtown Disney 24 and see it?
Wow.
Let's book our trip around Tomorrowland and an opportunity to see it at Walt Disney World. Ooh,
this is officially the worst list ever. Just one.
Well, you can go get your Starbucks on the way to the theater so you can watch this. See, that's two things that you can plan your trip around.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. The excitement is pouring out.
This is how I go. You stop, you get your coffee at Starbucks, and then you head on down into the food truck area, get some food. Then you go to AMC and you watch the movie.
And you can do all that without buying a whole ticket to the park.
Jeez. It's just...
all I'm wondering is why are they not charging admission for all this? Because I just can't wait.
Hey, by the time you get out there, they might be charging for parking, so it might as well be the same thing.
Yeah.
It could be. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Okay.
We do love Disney, by the way. Did I mention that? We all love Disney.
We do love Disney. We just don't love what they have to offer for reasons. We just
don't like this list. This is a horrible list.
This list, it sucks. It's terrible. And number 12, it's not all that it's bad, but they've rolled up all these annual events into one without mentioning the Flower and Garden. So you got the annual events of the International Food and Wine Festival. You've got Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, which is stuff that happens already and is a lot of fun and definitely reasons to book a trip this year.
So here's what I think.
Down,
So I'm going to interrupt you again, Jeff. I'm just a rude bastard tonight.
Yes, you are.
So, thank you. Let's call a spade, shall we? I'm a bastard.
We should, yeah.
Jennifer, and I like her articles a lot. Okay, it's totally cool. This is not a bag on her, because once again, I understand what she's tasked to do by posting this on the Disney Parks blog. So I know that she has certain things she needs to fit in, for the film division and for the other divisions of the parks, but I can totally see her doing a top 15 list and then having to group all of these at number 12 and having to stick in Starbucks to make sure that the Starbucks brand is happy, and to sneak in Tomorrowland to make sure that the film division and AMC is happy. Once again, you just edited my copy, and this is going to sound horrible, but I'm going to have to post it like this anyway. So
yeah. So after all that, we get to number 13, and it's back to food again. The new Eats at Downtown Disney. They evolve into this thing called Disney Springs. In 2015. And they specifically call it, the landing. They'll have the openings of Morimoto, Asia, SDK Orlando. So, okay.
Okay, this is my only thing about lists, like reasons to go, and having a list of 15 and forcing your writer to make it a way to promote things than truly give people a reason to go. Is for somebody like me, I am very excited about Morimoto Asia, the Boathouse, these restaurants that are opening up. I'm excited about, Trattoria Al Forno and the food trucks. But
wait. Hey, Kristen, did you say Morimoto?
Yeah. Right. You were making me worry there for a second that you haven't been paying attention. It's for somebody like me, that's a reason to go, but the majority of that list are not things that people are going to go, oh my God, that's going on, I have to go.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's a reason that I'm going to be going to Disney this year, because I have to write about it. I have to try the food. I have to know what it's all about. I have to keep up my coverage of I've dined at all the Disney restaurants.
Oh, wow.
But for everybody else, that's not the case.
Are you telling me that you're not going to drive 600, 800 miles for a Starbucks?
No.
Hell no.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
I know. Jeez.
I don't think no.
There's a Starbucks like 2 miles from my house, so I don't need to drive that far to go to Starbucks.
But it's a Disney Starbucks.
It's got mouse ears. For heaven's sake.
Oh yeah.
They'll sprinkle pixie dust in it.
Between the Starbucks in downtown Disney and the one around the corner from my house, there's not a camera at the one by my house that is now filming me for the people in California to see.
Jeez. All right. Wonderful. So aside from the new places to eat at Downtown Disney, they really haven't mentioned anything that's just wow brand new at the parks this year. So what do they do for number 14? Let's talk about something that we've already done in 2014, and that is another year of Disney Side fun and the hashtag Disney Side. Let's take something from last year because we can't think of anything good for this year and just do it all over again. So let's have our Disney Side fun. Come on.
Once again, typically every year they have that press conference to announce their new initiative, their new promotion for the year. It was like the Year of a Million Dreams, Part 1, 2, and 3. It was like the worst sequels ever. It's like watching The Mummy. The Mummy 1 was pretty good. The Mummy Returns was okay. Scorpion King, it's progressively getting worse. Then you have Disney Side. At least name it something else, like Disney Side 2015, the Disney Side Strikes Back.
Hey, you know what? Let me tell you this. I thought of my own Disney hashtag this over the last couple of months because everybody was using Disney Side and everything else. I started using it. I started putting this in like Twitter posts and Facebook posts. I started putting Disney Strong in my hashtags.
Wait,
Disney Strong.
I don't have a sound effect for that.
And the screwy thing is, the surprising thing is that you see people doing Army Strong, Navy Strong, Boston Strong, whatever Strong. I'm surprised Disney hasn't started doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just up one day and said, I'm going to put Disney, because, the Disney community is a strong community. They're a very opinionated community and everything else. So I said, you know what? I'm going to put Disney Strong next to this post about the latest information from Walt Disney World. Why not? I don't care if people catch on to it or not.
Do you know what? No. I'm tasking you, Jeff, with getting that to trend in 2015.
Oh boy!
You have to get people to catch on to it and start doing it.
I guess I'll just have to start
Disney
asking
strong.
them on Twitter. Are you Disney Strong?
That's exactly every time you do Disney Strong, I'm going to have your little power up sound effect.
I can almost see a movie trailer in this. In a world where hashtags run amok, one hashtag stands out for justice, for Disney, for strength. It's Disney Strong.
Oh my God!
I think we could get this trending. I think we could do it.
Oh, it's possible. You never know. It could happen.
When promoting this podcast, everybody, please make sure to hashtag Disney Strong.
There you go.
Right.
We are Disney Strong on After Dark, no doubt about it. All right. And finally, out of all of these, listen, the final one is, of course, your family vacation. If this is the year for your family's vacation to Disney, then there's nothing to be the number one reason to visit Walt Disney World. 15, maybe 2, maybe 3 that, ladies and gentlemen, you can do at home. Don't waste your money just to visit Starbucks.
If somebody is going to Disney to do Starbucks or one of those ones, I want to know. I want to hear about it. Like what?
I want to see someone.
I have to be at Disney for this. Actually, I would like for people to either call our phone line or email us or post on Facebook their reasons for visiting Disney in 2015.
There you go.
If you're going in 15, why are you going? What is your main reason other than I have a Disney addiction problem and I need help, and that's why I'm going? But a reason like I'm going because it's going to be a big family trip, or I'm going because I haven't seen Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, or I'm going because I'm so excited about Disney Springs and I have to check it out. Like, I want to hear people's reasons for going.
Right.
So, Alison, what's the phone number?
Well, okay. People want to call and let us know what your top reasons for going to the Walt Disney World Resort, or hell, even Disneyland. What the hell? Let's throw that in there too. And call the hotline.
I love how you say it.
At 410. I know, right? What the hell? Give us a call at 410-98-WDW-AD. 410-98-WDW-AD. Thank you for that list, Jeff.
And you're welcome. I'm glad I was actually able to get through it all without dipping out of the conversation because of my crappy internet. Yeah.
Well, you did dip out of the conversation, so we're gonna have to fix some of it in post.
Yeah, I guess so.
Who's your internet through, Jeff?
Crappy Cable One.
I don't even know that company.
They're probably related to Comcast because we have issues with Comcast.
Okay. Well.
Probably so. Probably.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, we will work on it, Jeff. We will work on it. God love you anyway. It's not your fault that the internet sucks around your neck of the woods. But
I know.
What are you going to do? What you going to do? Okay. So that discussion part is done. I don't know if Eric is going to want to talk about some video game news or not tonight, but you do have the floor, sir, if you'd like.
I do have have you I came in late to the conversation. Have you talked about Marvel at all?
No, we have not.
Okay, because I got a story for the video game friends and also for Marvel friends. Okay, starting off with video game friends. You may have heard that the voice of Goofy, a guy by the name of Bill Farmer, who has been on the WDW Tiki Room, I believe. Has he not?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Recently, he said on Twitter that, to his knowledge, all voice recording had been completed for Kingdom Hearts 3 and that the game will be out later this year. Okay, so that's a good story, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, here comes Square Enix, and they say, quote, "There was a goof. The release date for Kingdom Hearts 3 remains unannounced." Yeah. So,
oops, sorry, Bill, you messed up.
Well, it could be a situation where they just haven't figured it out.
No, look, come on, Eric. They figured it out. He just jumped the gun. There was no official press release, and that's what happens. Loose lips sink ships.
Well, when you got two big old teeth as big as Goofy's, things are gonna just slip out.
And that's okay.
That is okay.
That is okay. And you know who else is, by the way, that Brett Iwan will probably be reprising his role as Mickey Mouse,
yeah.
And Brucey Taylor as Minnie, and Phil Anselmo, I believe, as Donald. And I know, and I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, Stephen Stanton will be providing the voice of several characters, one of which I believe is Buzz Lightyear.
That's very possible. Very, very possible. The man has a lot of voices to him.
Oh, absolutely.
I love him. He's awesome.
He knows.
I know. I've said that before.
It's all good.
You ever just wonder with some of the...
I mean, come on.
Yes.
You ever wonder with some of these voice actors, some of them like, the Stephen Stantons, the Rob Paulsons, they're known for so many characters. You ever think that just sometime when they're in the recording studio and doing their lines for one character, they accidentally slip another one in?
Yeah,
I can see that happening.
Wouldn't you love to just be a fly on the wall as they're doing that?
Yeah.
I would love to. Yeah, just see it's like, oh, well, I was supposed to do Buzz Lightyear. I've got, Governor Tarkin in there by accident. That would just be awkward.
Hey, I'm lucky I can do my own voice, so
right.
I'm good with that.
That's right.
And of course, here on the show with Google hating us like it does, sometimes we don't even get to do our own voices.
That's true. Nice.
But tonight, that would be Jeff.
Yeah, that would be Jeff's night to be censored by the internet.
That's true.
It's almost like, it's Soviet Russia. You don't censor internet. Internet censor you.
No problem.
Yeah.
It does happen.
It did.
Yep.
Now, on the Marvel side of things, the 87th Academy Awards announced just a few days ago, and Marvel Studios has 3 movies. Well, actually, they're in the running for 3 titles. You've got Captain America, the Winter Soldier, along with Guardians of the Galaxy, both being nominated for the Best Visual Effects. And you also have Guardians of the Galaxy receiving a nomination for Best Makeup and Hairstyling. Now, Guardians is one of those movies that nobody expected a whole lot, but it's just taken the movie world by storm. It's been nominated for almost a bajillion different awards. It's nominated for Best Makeup and Hair and Best Visual Special Effects in the BAFTA Awards, Best Edited Feature Film, American Cinema Editors. It was nominated for an Annie Award, for crying out loud, which normally an Annie Award is the Animation Awards. It's basically the animated Oscars, and it is nominated for Outstanding Achievement in Character Animation in a Live-Action Production. I didn't even know that category existed. But
that's cool.
Yeah, it's nominated for Best Fantasy Film, the Art Directors Guild. Vin Diesel and Zoe Saldana. God, I cannot pronounce tonight. They're nominated for Black Reel Awards. I'm just going to skip around on the list here. The soundtrack, the Awesome Mix Volume 1, was nominated for a Grammy for the Best Compilation Soundtrack for Visual Media. So there you go. And this is it's nominated for People's Choice Award for Favorite Movie and Favorite Action Movie. If it wins half of what it's been nominated for, it's going to be a very, very, very good year for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Absolutely. We love that film. It deserves all the awards. I mean, Marvel and Disney came out pretty strong in the Oscar noms. We talked about that a little bit last week on the show, and that, Guardians, what a great hit, And I suspect this year that Ant-Man is going to be a sleeper hit for Marvel Studios as well.
We can stop talking about Ant-Man because Jeff's not listening at the moment.
Okay, it sounds good.
I don't get the whole Ant-Man thing, but I'm not familiar with it yet. One day I'll know what the deal is with this ant dude.
It's all right. You will.
It's kind of like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids meets The Last Action Hero.
Exactly right. There you go. Yeah, if you liked Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Okay.
But, yeah.
I've seen all those movies, though.
Oh, there you go.
Isn't it Last
Eric,
Action Hero that hit song from Def Leppard?
Maybe. I know that that's Arnold Schwarzenegger's movie, so...
You talking about Big Gun?
Moving on.
Big Gun, that was AC/DC.
Big Gun's AC/DC.
Yeah.
Yeah. My cat is going crazy on my desk. Okay, anyway, go ahead, Eric.
No, that's what I got.
Yes, it was. It's 2 steps behind. Sorry. Yes, okay.
Right. Okay, very good, very good. Well, thank you for that, Eric. Video games, Marvel, news, good stuff right there. And we do appreciate that. Jeff had to skedaddle for just a little bit, and I tell you what, it's going to be a little bit different show, very truncated for this week. We will be back. Hopefully, the internet will be treating us well for the next show. And once again, you have our phone number. Feel free to use it. Let us know what you feel, maybe what your top 15, things that will bring you to the Walt Disney Resort are, let us know exactly what's going on there. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about what your favorite, the cats are crawling all over my desk. What your favorite, I can't even talk right now because the cats are everywhere on my desk.
No, what they need to let us know is what I said.
Okay, go for it.
I want to know everybody's reason for visiting Disney in 2015.
That's it.
That's what they need to let us know.
Yes. Once again, the phone number is 410-98-WDW-AD. And once again, Kristen, where can people find you on the interwebs here?
DiningAtDisney.com, as well as Dining at Disney on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, you name it. Alton, where can they find you?
All right, you can find me at JediMouseketeer.com and Mr. Edgar the Cat. He's here. WDW.AfterDark.com, WDW.TikiRoom.com, and Jedi Mouseketeer on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Mr. Eric Allen, where can people find you?
You can find me for Marvel and various sundred geekeries at Uncle Servo on Twitter, and for Disney shenanigans at Sorcom Review on Twitter. And also the Sorcom Review Facebook page at facebook.com/Sorcom Review, and can always send an email at sorcom@srsounds.com.
Outstanding. We all have shows on Sorcerer Radio. That is a great partnership we have with them. That is all G-rated stuff. Great for the whole family. So be sure to check out all of our shows at srsounds.com. And we do appreciate everyone who's tuning into the show via...
We need to mention Jeff, because he's not here. So people can find Jeff at DW_60 on Twitter and Facebook. So there we go.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Kristen. Once again, check us all out. We will have those links in the show notes on YouTube as well as iTunes and Stitcher. So be sure to subscribe and like us. Leave us those 5-star reviews. We really do appreciate every single person. We don't have an advertising budget, so it's up to you to help us out with word of mouth. Spread the good news of WDW After Dark on iTunes. We do appreciate every single one of you that downloads the show each and every single week. On that note, we will be back next week with more Disney news, Disney headline news, Marvel and Star Wars news, as well as gaming and food and travel news as well. So thank you so much for tuning in. In the meantime, rock on, have fun, have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Bye!
See you later. Bye, Eric.
Yeah. We're gone here again.
Pardon the interruption. I have some news which I believe you will find most interesting.
Would you like to hear the latest in Marvel television, film, video games, and comic books? Or are you looking for some ideas on what to pick up on New Comic Book Day? Well, join Mike and Eric on Mighty Marvel Geeks every Saturday night on Sorcerer Radio and every Sunday on the Weeby Geeks Network for all things Marvel.
There is a matter that requires your attention.
Mighty Marvel Geeks. Assemble!
All wrapped up here, sir. Will there be anything else?
Rebel Force Radio.
Your source for the Force.
Star Wars news and commentary.
With Jason Swank and Jimmy Mack.
I've seen Star Wars 500 times.
Weekly live shows and podcasts.
RFR.
Like Rebel Force Radio on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
Rebel Force Radio.
Your new source for the Force.
Rebel Force Radio with Jason Swank and Jimmy Mack. Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern on Sorcerer Radio. SRSounds.com.